Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It has been ages. It's been like 2 weeks since I actually sat down, filmed a video, and I'm so happy to be able to be filming today. The background isn't exactly what I wanted it. Actually, I was going to film it on the other side of my room and I planned it down to like the T, like the timing, but because their light kind of moves around the room in a bit of an arc, but because the clocks went back, I kind of got it slightly off, and now it literally is just a spot that like the light that is brightly shining on from the window, so every time I go to film there it's just like blinding me, and it's getting really hot, which is weird because it's absolutely freezing. I'm wearing a knit because it's really cold. This one's from Zara, by the way. I'll link it below if I can find it, but I did buy it in store, but I will link it if I can find it. But I had so many requests to film this video, it's actually crazy, so I'm actually sitting down to film it now. I am so excited to share my hair routine with you guys, even though right now it looks like I have no hair tips to give because my hair looks absolutely awful. But I wanted to start by showing you guys my hair from the point at which I've like washed it. So I washed it last night. It's actually still a bit wet. Even if I leave my hair to dry overnight, I often wake up and it's still wet because my hair's so thick. There's a lot of it, but this is the texture, and then I've clipped my fringy bit back because it doesn't play straight after I've washed it. I think definitely if you're going to go for the 70s bangs, which I'm probably pretty sure you guys are here to see that, yeah, you have to style them. I can't, unless you're like really blessed with a very good hair texture, I actually can't just leave my hair to dry naturally and it just looks good. I really do have to style it, but once I've styled it, it does last. Like, I only style my bangs or my fringe once a wash, and then I don't wash my hair for about 4 days, and it lasts the entire 4 days. Maybe by like the fourth, sorry, my camera battery died, but yeah, after like the fourth day, on the fourth day, I might just use these to like pin it back to the sides. These are great anyway. I got them on Amazon. I'll leave some links down below. They're super cheap, but they're really good at like not creasing the hair, so you can tuck your fringe back, and especially if you just want it out the way but you want options to maybe take a cute pic later or have it back and then go for drinks and your hair's nice, this is a really good option for getting these. I'll show you guys them later on when I have my hair done as well, but yeah, I would very much recommend these to start off with. Right, okay, so if you want to know anything about how I wash my hair, what I wash my hair with, I do use Philip Kingsley products at the moment. I really enjoy using them. I will leave a link down below and a card so that you can watch my video on my hair routine where I talk about washing my hair and stuff, because I'm not going to repeat myself because it's exactly the same. I also really enjoy these products from Philip Kingsley for straight out of the wash. Sorry, these products are probably looking absolute state right now because I do use them all the time. I have 3 kind of hero products that I use for after I wash it for styling. I did mention these in the other video, but I'll quickly do it again because I really do enjoy them. One of them is a stimulating scalp toner. I have alopecia, so I have bald spots like at the back of my head, so I use this and in my head it works. I don't know if it actually does, but it's scalp stimulating. Wow, that was hard. And then I also use the Daily Damage Defense, which is a leave-in conditioner. I just spritz it on like 3 times. Spritz. That's 4, but you know what I mean. And then the Bond Builder, which is a split end remedy. I absolutely love this. I have very thick hair and it says you need like 2 pumps. I use about 6 at the least. I use 6 pumps of this just to distribute it through my hair, but I absolutely love these. Really good investment if you are going to be styling your hair with heat a lot, because it's all about protecting the hair and keeping it strong and like nourished and stuff, so I would recommend those. I'll leave links for everything down below, guys, so don't worry about that. Right, okay, so maybe we should start on this Barnett. So what I do first is I brush my hair out. This is a Tangle Teezer brush, and I really love the brand Tangle Teezer. I've been using Tangle Teezer ever since I was a kid. My mum used to give us Tangle Teezers for like Christmas and stuff. When I was at uni, I'm pretty sure my sister has probably been given one by my mum for her at uni as well. It's one of those things my mum just absolutely must have it, so it's definitely in the family. We all use these brushes because they don't break or snap the hair, which I actually have found that it's really helped me to grow my hair. My hair was probably about here this time last year, so, and I've had like 2 cuts in between then, so I feel like we're making really good progress in terms of length. I do want to grow it out. Okay, so that's what it looks like brushed. It's not the worst, but it's pretty frizzy. I think I do have very voluminous kind of whole... oh my god, okay. Yeah, I have kind of Hermione hair. My hair definitely does go frizzy if I brush it, and really my hair is pretty wavy slash curly. Like if I definitely did the curly girl method, I would probably have some really nice waves in my hair, but alas. So this is the vibe, this is what I'm working with here. Right, next up I'm just going to part and section my hair. I have a mirror here, which is why I'm looking here, by the way. But yeah, I'm just going to part and section my hair. Okay, so that's all sectioned. We've got some cute space buns going on. So I'm going to put in the Blow Dry Balm Heat Protection up to 230 degrees. This one's by Jerome Russell. It's called Be Styled. I really like it because it is literally a balm. It's not a spray, so a little bit goes a long way. And you literally just need like this amount. Rub it between your hands. It is quite sticky, but you could just run it through your hair like this. And it does a really good job at distributing and soaking into the hair, whereas with a spray I think that your hair just gets a bit too wet. Although I do like sprays, I have really been enjoying this one. I think it also gives a really nice finish to the hair after you style it. It can be used for blow drying as well, but you can use it for curling, straightening, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, would really recommend this as well. I use it every single day, so yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to brush that through so it's like evenly distributed, and then I'm going to blow dry my hair just a little bit, just because it's still a bit wet from last night. Okay, so now that's done, I'm going to take some sectioning clips. I always use sectioning clips when I do my hair just because it is so thick that I actually just need to keep everything organised, otherwise it's just a hot mess. So I'm just going to clip one side of it back, Princess Leia vibes, and then just work on this side. So I'm going to take sections about this thick, maybe an inch, maybe slightly less at a time, just because again I have really thick hair, so I'm taking my time with it. Okay, so the colour that I'm using is by a brand called T3. They did send me this colour, but I don't have to say anything about it. But that's just a disclaimer. It has an interchangeable head, so you can like unlock it, take the head out, and then you can get like different heads, is that what it is? Curling heads. This one's like a super thick one, as you can see here. I do love the effect of this one, but it doesn't stay in my hair, so if I was going out somewhere special, I'd probably use this if I only need one night curls or one day curls. For me personally, they just don't last. And you also have this one, which is more of like a tapered curl. But this is my favourite one. It is, I'll link them all below anyway, but it is just quite a standard little end, and I just really like the effect I get with this, and it really does last. Whereas I do prefer the effect that I get with the larger barrel, but it doesn't last on my hair, so it's more of like a one-stop shop type thing. Like, I need my hair done for one thing, whereas this makes my curls last like for the whole 4 days that I do my hair, so I really, really like that. It's also really, really cute, like the colour is beautiful. But if you do use and curling one like this, I would suggest popping a glove on your hand, just because you can burn yourself. I have done that before where I've got a little bit too confident and I've burnt myself, so I'm just going to turn these on. Oh, by the way, I have styled my hair in other videos, and I have used my GHDs. I'll link these below as well. I absolutely love these GHDs. For straightening, for curling, for everything. They've lasted so long. I think I've had them for like, I want to say like 3 years, probably. I love them. They're really good for curling as well. So if you have curlers, you can do it with those as well. But I'm just going to show you with straighteners today, because I have done another video where I've used... Sorry, I am going to use a curler today because I have done another video where I've used straighteners, and I'll link that below so you can watch that if you want to see me style my hair with straighteners. I usually curl my hair with straighteners. I never really wear my hair straight, especially now that I've got bangs. It just doesn't look very good. So I'm just waiting for this to heat up. The only downside about this curler is it does take a little bit longer. GHDs literally take 10 seconds. This does take a little bit longer, so yeah, we shall wait. Okay, so the curler is officially heated up and ready. I've got it on the second high setting, so it's like only got 4 out of 5 lights lit up. And I'm just gonna start with this little section here. My mirror's here, by the way, so if I keep looking that way, that is why. So that's the sort of curl you get. I'm actually going to bring you guys a little bit closer. Okay, I think that's probably a little bit better so you can see like what I'm doing. But yeah, that is the first curl. So that's the shape of the curl you're going to get. It's like a lovely little wave. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep going through my hair, and guessing I'm going to time lapse this. So enjoy. So as you can see, this is the type of curl you're going to get. I think it's just a lovely little curl. I'll obviously brush the curls out later, but I like to let them sit a bit because I do have thick hair. I find that like if I brush them out immediately, my curl is gone by the end of the day. I need to let them sit, I need to let them cool, put some product in, and then I can brush them out, and then I know it's safe and my curls are like locked in for the rest of the week. But yeah, that's the kind of curl you're going to get. I'm going to go ahead and curl the rest of my hair off camera because it's going to take me about an hour to do the rest of my hair because I have so much of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back to style my bangs with you guys. Okay, so as you can see, you get some really nice big bouncy curls. Just shake them out like that so you can just see what they look like. I'm not going to brush them through because they will drop way too quickly. Okay, so now those curls are tucked away, I can work on my bangs. One thing I would say is that I have tried quite a few methods of styling bangs. One of them you probably see a lot of people do is they get a glass of water and a comb like this, and you kind of just put the glass of water in the comb and wet it, and then you take your bangs, if I can get them down, oh my god, okay, and you kind of brush it through like this, and then you blow dry with the comb to the side, and then you swap it, blow dry to this side, and then you swap it, blow dry to this side. I don't know, it's like a side to side blow drying method. I have tried that. A lot of people do use that one, people who have bangs. But for me personally, it does literally nothing. It doesn't work for me at all. And I personally don't really like it unless you want your bangs to sit very straight. I mean, there's no other reason to do it. If you're going to do it and then curl it on top or style it again on top, I kind of think it's pointless because you can get a foam roller, roll your hair back, put some heat on it. So unless you're going for like a really straight or blow dried look where it looks very polished and you want that fringe to sit very straight, I don't see a reason to do it. I always have my hair curled these days. I just like the vibe, I like the volume. So for me, it's pointless. So what I do is, and I've tried it with a curler and it doesn't look as good. So I actually take my straighteners, my GHDs, going to turn those on. They'll only take a minute anyway. And what I do is make sure I get my parting right, which I'm very, very, very bad at. I never seem to be able to get like a perfectly straight parting. Okay, that's pretty straight. That's pretty straight. I'm just going to tuck this bit back. This is why these clips come in really handy, by the way. You don't have to fiddle with anything. So my fringe is actually kind of in 2 pieces. So there's quite a bit that's quite a bit shorter and then a bit that's a little bit longer. So I curl them separately. Straighteners are ready. I literally take them by pretty much as close to the root as I can, twist it outwards like I'm curling my hair and bring it down. But I do it pretty quickly. And as soon as it's done, I take my clip and clip it back like this. So I almost stretch the curl out. I hope that makes sense. So if I show you that again, like I've just curled it, so that's the fresh curl there, and I literally just pull it back, like pull the curl back to stretch it out and clip it back. And I think that helps just like stretch the curl out so it's not so like ringlety, whereas the other curls I like to sit and let them be curly for a little bit, but this really pulls it out and gives it a bit more of a undone look. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna clip it as close to the hairline as possible, really quickly twist it and run it through the hair, and you get a curl quite like this one. Okay, right, so it's quite a tight curl again. I'm going to grab the same clip, and you'll be able to see here they kind of look a bit crazy right now, but I'm just going to run my fingers through them and then pull them back, and again clip them back. So I'm stretching the curl out, and I'm going to do the other side in exactly the same way again. So this one will have like some short bits and a long bit, as you can see there. Just trying to figure out which bit's which. Okay, so I think this is like the longer piece, so I'll do that bit first. Exactly the same way. I'm going to clip it as close to the hairline as possible, twist it, and then just pull it through really quickly. And again, just like a curl there. Do the same thing, gonna pull it out, clip it back, and then kind of do the same. I always find the right side really hard to do, because with the left side it's very natural to flick it, and then this side, because I'm right-handed, it just, I don't know, it feels really strange. As you can see, there's another curl there, like this, and I'm just gonna do the same thing and stretch it back and pull it back. So now I'm like waiting for those to cool down, so to speak, whilst the rest of my hair is probably nice and cool by now. I'm going to put some product in, so I'm going to share with you guys my favourite product. My first one, my go-to, is the Wave and Salt Spray for Tussle Texture by Jerome Russell. This one is so good for adding some like really nice texture. You can go a little bit overboard with this one, so I would recommend like putting a few sprays in and then tussling and kind of gauging where your volume is after using a few sprays, because with sea salt spray you really can overdo it and your hair will go like sticky. So as you can see, it's definitely like a lot more texture to it. I always forget to do the back of my hair, and then I'm confused why the back is flat, but make sure you do the back. And then what I'm going to do is just take these out. And as you can see now that it's kind of been back a little bit, it is kind of settling down. So as you can see, because the fringy bits have been like kind of back a little bit, they are settling down, like slowly but surely, they are settling down. So what I'm going to do is take the same spray and get some root lift. So like spray into the hair and onto the root, even like under the bangs, and I think it gives a really nice effect, like a root lifted effect. Right, okay, so now I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to gently kind of brush the curl back just in the kind of fringy area, and then I'm just going to do the very, very bottom of my hair, like the very, very bottom, like the ends only. Just because I do want this curl to last me a few days. If you're literally just doing it for the day and you want it to look good like on that day, I would say definitely go ahead and brush the whole thing out. But I want this to last, so I'm going to keep that curl in for as long as I can. Even if today it looks a bit too done, at least it will look good for the rest of the week. I hope that makes sense. I've also got some random straight bits that I must have missed, so let's fix that. Okay, that looks alright. Okay, next we have two sprays that I'm really enjoying. One of them is the Bumble and Bumble BB Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray, and it creates instant volume and holds an airy texture. I absolutely love this for a bit of volume. And this one's the Memory Mist by Way, which is a really good one if you're not looking for too much texture but you want to hold your curl. This is really good. This one's really good if, like me, and you just love a bit of texture. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The first bit I always do is my little fringy bit. Kind of get it in the place that you want it, kind of in this area. And then I just kind of spray it everywhere and scrunch to get that texture. So as you can see, this side has so much more texture than the other side. And then one last thing for the bangs situation. So one thing I like to do is take my bangs and kind of curl them out like this with my fingers. So like right at the root, and then twist them outwards. So they just kind of, just because they've got so much hairspray in, they do just kind of sit like that. Obviously, if you need any more, like this one's definitely sticking and this one isn't, so I'll just kind of, as I go along, like this. And then usually I will like tussle my hair throughout the day just to kind of get it to where I want it to be. Okay, so that is pretty much it. This is kind of how I've been styling my hair every day. Obviously the curl does drop and it does become a bit less voluminous. It just depends on your preference. If you like the texture of it being a bit roughed up and kind of big and voluminous and stuff, or if you prefer it to be a bit more, I guess, less tussled and a bit more put together, that is totally on you. It's all on your preference. What I would say though is these were my best investment, because just sometimes you're doing things and you don't want this all in your face. It's a good idea to get these because you can clip the fringe back like this, or bangs, I mean, you know, just put them in like this and they don't make a mark on your hair. They just kind of sit like this, and when you're ready to have your bangs down again, you just take them out and there's no clip mark or anything on your hair, and it doesn't really change the look of your hair. You can use them to get your fringe or your bangs to be in a certain place as well. So for instance, if you wanted them more like curtains like this, you could pin it so that they hang more like curtains, and then if you leave that for a few hours, I've done this before, you leave that for a few hours, when you take the clip out, it will hold that shape. So I've done that as well before and it works perfectly fine. It's really nice as well. It's a really nice way of styling your bangs without heat as well. So if you didn't want to curl it originally, you could try doing that when it's slightly damp and get it to kind of just stay in place with these, and that's how you could style it. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and make them more curtainy, done. You just leave this for a few hours. It is very, very good trick, and yeah, I just really like the way I've been styling my hair, and I've had so many questions about how I've been styling it, so I hope this has helped you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me any questions you have that I haven't perhaps answered in the comments down below, and I will get back to you, because I had a few DMs that were very specific about like products that I use and stuff. I'm pretty sure I covered everything in terms of like my method, the products, the styling tools, and the finishing look, the finished look, and all of that. So yeah, that is how I get big voluminous kind of 70s hair with the curtain bangs. I think I've covered everything. If I haven't, I'm so sorry, but yeah, leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!